So that concentrated light coming out of the middle of the umbrella is going to travel farther than the edges of the light. Does that make sense? Okay. So then the question I'm going to ask you is, why?
Parabolic rules of light.
Okay, well let's not even go there. Forget about parabolics. We don't want to use that word. I don't like to use the P word.
Basically focuses the light.
Okay, well let's talk about the inverse square law and this application. Look at where the light has to go. It has to go straight into the umbrella. It has to go out to the edges of the umbrella. Are the distances from the light to the edge the same as the distance from the light to the middle? No. So what's happening to the light as it goes out to the edges of the umbrella? It has to travel farther, correct? What happens when light travels farther? It becomes less intense. So why does an umbrella have to be feathered? It's because the edges of the light, in this case the umbrella, are not as bright as the center of the umbrella, because the inverse square law applies to an umbrella. So using a light modifier like an umbrella, if you're going to photograph a group, you probably should know that. Does everyone agree? How many of you are ever going to use an umbrella and point it right at the middle of a group from now on? Nobody raised their hand. That's good. Why?
I put my darker skinned people in
Why?
so that it evens out the light.
So you want African American people to look like white people?
No.
Okay. That's actually something that we've talked about in class. Now, we don't want to change the tonal value of skin if it's darker than somebody else. Obviously, you don't want to overexpose them. You don't want to underexpose them so that they're going to be so dark that you can't even see them. But I wouldn't, if I were doing a group, if I had a mixed group of races, a mixed race group of people, I would put my darker skinned person farther from the light, or closer to the light, I'm sorry, and the lighter skinned person farther from the light, but I would still feather the light. So, but that's, I mean, now we're splitting hairs.